Yo, today about to be reacting to why rappers keep dating the same woman. Hey man, there's too many women in this world to be sharing the same one. But apparently they don't get it. Let's see why. Come on.
Now, if you've been paying attention, you've probably noticed this pattern. Rappers keep dating the same women, same faces, same couples, same relationships popping up again and again. And this pattern shows up everywhere in the rap game. Even Drake and Future allegedly fell out after dealing with the same woman at one point. That's how small this circle really is. And here's the...
And okay. And it's like, I get it. That's a valid reason to fall out with your boy. But that ain't nothing to cut somebody off forever for. That's one of those things where you take a little couple weeks, couple days, maybe a couple months, and then come back and then keep on making fire, man. They carried the whole 2016. Well, more so Future, but yeah, they both did, bro. This shit crazy.
Everybody really breaks down. The dating pool in hip-hop is very tiny, like way smaller than people think. And to really show you what I mean, let me start this video off with a quick story. A couple years ago, I met this mid-level rapper. He had a Billboard charting record at the time and some decent buzz to his name. I met him backstage during one of his shows, and that was because a friend of mine had gotten invited, and I just happened to be the plus one. So I'm backstage or whatever. There's a bunch of people there, right? The music is loud, etc. And then I noticed something really interesting. In the corner of the room, right, there's these three girls, two in red, one in black. And immediately, I actually recognized these women because I'd seen those exact same girls at another rapper show about like 6 months earlier. So I asked my friend, I'm like, hey, bro, who are those three girls in the corner? And then he looks at me and says, bro, they're just a part of the circle. At that point, I didn't really need to ask anything else. And for anybody who's confused, he was basically telling me they're regulars. They move around the whole industry. And that's just one real life example of this entire conversation. Once you really start paying attention, you realize rappers aren't dating from the whole world. They're dating from the same circles over and over. I'm talking same faces, same rooms, same rotation, just behind different doors. Now let's talk about some of those very popular faces in hip hop. Because if you've been anywhere near hip hop culture or even hip hop adjacent, you might recognize at least one of the women on the screen right now.
What's her name, bro? She dated DDG. It's not Quayla. What's her name, bro? I'm drawing blanks right now. That's how out of touch I be. What's her name? Oh, she do OnlyFans. I'm talking about her right here. I forgot. I don't know. Is that Sweetie? I don't know these women, bro. I be out of the touch. Okay. Selena Powell. Ruby Rose. Okay, there we go. And this is India Love. I'm tripping. Got you. That's crazy.
Let's start with the one to the left, and that is Selena Powell, the self-proclaimed industry thought. I did say self-proclaimed, okay? Selena has built a career off of exposing rappers, finessing situations.
In the wise words of Mike, if you a hoe, let it be known. You gotta hold on. If you a hoe, let it be known. You gotta own that shit. Yes, sir.
Turning private moments into clout, and she's taken pride in all this. This is her forte. Like, this is what she does. And then we have Ruby Rose, someone who got her first big breakthrough dating Playboi Carti. She rode that momentum very nicely, got connected to the right people, and before you know it, she popped up in the Bad and Bougie music video. Wasn't Takeoff left off Bad and Bougie? RP to Takeoff. From there, Ruby Rose became a recognized face in the industry. She's dated several rappers in the game, built a massive IG presence, dropped music, launched an OnlyFans account. Now, Ruby is interesting because she really understood the environment very early on and turned visibility into a business model. And unlike a lot of the
thanks to DDG, hey, she showed homage to DDG. DDG put her on the OnlyFans, kept her in the loop. Hey, I don't never see her going broke. Facts.
Got caught up in a game. Ruby caught on to the game early and capitalized off of all of it, securing her own bag in the process. You gotta respect it. And then there's India Love, someone who didn't just pop up on Instagram like most people think. India actually first popped off on Tumblr back during that whole, aesthetic edits, it girl era. She built a serious following there before Instagram even became the move.
Didn't she talk to the game and game was like 20 something and she was like a minor? Hey, I could be wrong, but I hate to throw that accusation on somebody, but look into it.
Even more attention through reality TV and early IG culture. So by the time Instagram blew up, she was already a known face and slid right into that OG IG baddie / model, whatever you want to call it, right, lane. So she's been in the mix for over a decade, and her first major mainstream moment came from her relationship with the game. At the time, she was 18.
I be knowing what I be talking about a little bit.
He was 35. 35.
Oh my God.
I know.
That nigga is sick. People be sick, bro. I know what they be talking about though. I know a little something. Yes, sir.
It's crazy.
Like 3-5,
I know.
35.
Yeah. And from that point forward, she's basically been connected to the same
Soldier.
circle ever since. Last but definitely not least, we got Brittany Renner. She's another woman who's been in the mix for years. And yeah, she's mostly known for finessing the athletes, but she's been around the rap world as well. She dated Lil Uzi Vert actually way back, and she was even married to Kevin Gates for like
Yeah,
2
we all
business
know
days. Now, all of these women are basically the faces everybody recognize when people talk about the women who've been connected to the industry's biggest rappers for years. But here's the thing. This whole pattern, this rotation, this ecosystem, it didn't start with these women. Before the IG models, before the industry girl even became a term, it all started with one woman, a big throwback, a name from the blog era a lot of y'all will probably recognize, Kat Stacks.
I'm Cat Stacks.
I don't know who the hell this is, but hey, man, I don't be tapped in. That just shows. Who the hell is a cat stack?
A lot of stories to tell. The people I expose in my blog aren't all the people I've been with. I've been to Lil Wayne's crib. I've been to them. A nigga gave me $1,200 motherfucking dollars.
For everyone tuned in during the blog era, you already know who this is. The first real rap groupie the internet ever saw.
I don't
She was
know.
loud, unfiltered, unapologetic, and the definition of I'll say whatever the fuck I want to say.
Y'all
And her whole
sharing
brand was
her?
basically exposing rap.
That Bob is crazy. Y'all sharing her? Come on, bro. It's like a lot of. You can find a couple Instagram models that look better than her, but y'all rather share her. Come on, bro.
And the thing
crazy.
about Kat Stacks is she actually ended up revealing something nobody was even thinking about back then. And that was that rappers only deal with a select group of women. Now, Kat wasn't just around rappers. She was inside the parts of the industry people never see. And because she was proudly shameless, she talked about everything that she saw behind the scenes.
It was all publicity, entertainment, because to them, I just see them as business, not friend type. My family's my friend, but they're just business.
Now, that clip right there, that was
I
Kat
know
and her.
like 7 girls that look like her. What is so special? I'm confusion. Is it her personality? I'm confusion, bro. I'm genuinely confusion. I can go to the east side of Milwaukee right now and spot at least 10 girls that look just like her. Come on, bro.
Form. No filter, no secrecy, no protect the brand. Like this woman she just didn't give a fuck, okay? And she moved exactly like that. In a lot of ways, Kat Stacks became the blueprint for what we
I don't
now
know
call
who that is.
the industry girl. And yeah, let's be honest, she was definitely clout chasing like crazy. That was her whole hustle. But here's the funny part. Even while she was doing it for attention, she was
Why do
accidentally pulling
old
back
people, not old people, but why did they wear their hats like that back in the day? Like his shit on his nose. I guess.
on something way bigger than her. She showed you the same thing over and over again. These rappers are basically all running through the same group of women. And once you put those pieces together, you finally understand why this keeps happening. It all comes down to one thing, and that word is access. Who gets in, who stays in, who even has the proximity to step into the room in the first place.
One of the first questions that someone asked was why rappers recycle the same women. I wonder why.
I'll tell you this. I think they recycle the same women because are all in the same circle.
When people talk about access,
But
here's what it
it's-
really means.
Bro, as a rapper, you get a plethora selection of women. You get a plethora. You're not limited to just that one person. That's what I don't get. Like, it's so many women that you could talk to. Why them? You know what I'm saying? Why them if you know that he been in there? Is it like it's kind of foo-foo to me. You know that man been with her, so you want to be with her too. That ain't crazy, bro.
Rappers aren't choosing from the world, their environment is choosing for them. They deal with whoever is actually available in their world, not the millions of people the internet imagines. And once you take a look at the rooms they're actually moving in, studios, backstage, private events, late night sessions, that huge dating pool everybody thinks exists shrinks very fast. The circle becomes tiny, not because they don't have other opportunities, but because those are the only people who even exist in their day-to-day reality. Because the truth is this, most artists spend their days
Who remember
locked
Amber
in
Rose?
studios, catching last-minute flights, doing press runs, moving city to city, sleeping strange hours, surrounded by the same team, in the same environments on repeat. So even though they're technically meeting people every day, they're not making real connections with anybody. Their schedule doesn't allow it. Their security, depending on what level they're at, doesn't allow it. their fame, depending on what level they're at, doesn't allow it. So naturally, they end up dating the people who are already in the mix.
Hey, I'm gonna get an ad blocker when I get monetized.
You guys send me a
Already in those rooms, already accustomed to their lifestyle. And once you understand that, the whole question of why do all these rappers date the same women starts making a lot more sense. And here's the thing, this whole dating ecosystem they're in, it's basically one big recommendation loop. Because most of these dudes are not best friends, but they all move in the same exact circles. In other words, they're doing shows together, which means they're backstage together. They're at the same studio sessions, they share the same promoters, security, videographers, they hit the same clubs and the same after parties. And what happens is this, once a woman gets close to one rapper or is even seen around him, her name automatically travels through that whole network. Yeah, she been around the homies, yeah, she's solid, yo, she a little crazy, but she's definitely loyal, she's safe, she knows how to move, whatever, right? That's the recommendation loop. It's not organized, it's just how the industry operates. So when a woman enters that world, she's not just dating one rapper, she's basically introduced to the whole gang by default. Because once you're in that circle, you're accessible to everybody inside that world. To them, she's the safe option. Not the best option, not the baddest option, far from, because a lot of the fans be way badder than these industry women, right? That's another conversation. She's
Indeed,
just the familiar one. And yes, it's very transactional.
So basically, this is what I'm getting out of this. They share the same women because they know what they're signing up for. They ain't got to worry about getting exposed or certain things that they'll have to worry about from a fan or a random girl, or being exploited or being set up, which is kind of makes sense. Okay, I get it a little bit.
But nobody looks at it like that. Because at the end of the day, these are all grown adults coming together, knowing what it is, and they're all benefiting from it somehow. So it's really just the unspoken system.
You drunk some water today? Did you drink some water today? Go drink some water, bro. Get hydrated.
That's been a part of hip-hop forever. Now let me give you guys a clear example of what I mean. Y'all know Sexyy Red, right? Of course you do. Now before Sexyy Red blew up, she wasn't living this superstar lifestyle. On one interview with Sean Cotton from Say Cheese, she talked about having like $30 in her pocket back then. She was broke, she was grinding, she was trying to figure things out. And here's the interesting part, right? Before Sexyy Red became popular, she was already spending a lot of time in Chicago, specifically around rapper FBG Duck, who was popping in Chicago before he got killed in 2020.
Wow, that's new to me.
Met FBG Duck before he passed, and you traveled to Chicago to meet. Was it to meet him specifically?
No, it was to shoot my video.
And this footage of Sexyy Red being around FBG Duck and a bunch of other people somewhere, I don't know where this is. This footage popped up when Sexyy Red started.
What, they had Sexyy Red on They had Sexyy Red on 63rd. What? Hey man, you learn something new every day. That's crazy.
Went up.
Wait, what's your rap name?
I don't know yet. Song with Red though.
Now I'm not saying that anything happened between them. That's none of my business. Like generally, I don't even care, right? The point is this: she was already inside that environment. She was already around that circle. She already had proximity to the culture before she ever had a name in the game. Even after that, Sexyy Red was allegedly connected to Chief Keef at one point, and I'm pretty sure they were dating. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, that was like after she blew up, though, wasn't it? That was more so after she blew up.
It's another conversation, right? Again, same circle, same ecosystem, same route to visibility.
Chicago boy.
Sexyy Red didn't pop out of nowhere. She was already moving through the exact rooms that eventually pulled her into the industry. And that's how this world works. Once you're inside those environments, you're not connected to one person. You're connected to the whole network. And that network runs on one thing: familiarity. Because here's the part that nobody really ever talks about, which is something that I touched on earlier. Although these women may not be the best option or even, the most attractive one, they're usually the most predictable option. And when I say predictable, I mean this. They already understand the lifestyle, the chaos, the late nights, the pressure. So
I get it. Okay, I understand.
I chose the domain name JoshHarmon.tv because I think about my content.
So rappers don't have to explain themselves or risk being misunderstood. And honestly, that applies to anybody. You don't have to be a rapper to relate to this, right? Whatever life you live, you don't want to sit there breaking down your whole schedule, your stress, your routine to somebody you're dating. You just want somebody who gets it. And predictability goes a very long way in an industry where nothing else is predictable. Think about it like this. Being a rapper today means living in constant uncertainty. 1 month you're up, the next month you're praying the algorithm isn't killing you, One mistake can ruin an
Hey
entire
man,
rollout.
Tyga, he's sick too, bro. Tyga sick too. That's a story for a whole nother day, but that man is disgusting. Talking to that girl when she was 16. Come on, bro.
One headline can tank your momentum. There's no stable schedule, no routine, no structure. So when everything around you is chaos, your brain naturally gravitates towards whoever feels familiar. And psychologists call this the familiarity bias. You don't need to graduate from Harvard to understand this. It's very simple. Your brain likes what it recognizes. Your brain trusts what it's seen before, even if it isn't.
But if you see that it didn't work out with that person, what make you think that it's gonna work out with you? Me personally, I'd rather get my feet wet and figure it out on my own. I'm gonna learn some lessons throughout the whole process. But hey, I don't need nobody recommending anything, and that's just the way I personally see it, bro. No bullshit.
The best choice. It's the easier choice because you know it. When your whole life is unpredictable, the familiar woman, the one already in those rooms, already around the team, already used to the lifestyle, automatically becomes the safer pick. There's no time to slow walk a new relationship, no time to figure out who's real and who's clout chasing. So the people already in that circle, the faces they've seen or watched move in that environment, either on social media or in real life, end up becoming the safer choice by default. I remember something Tupac said back in the 90s. He spoke about this exact topic in one of his records. The song is called All About You. And the hook goes, every city we go, every video, I see the same hoes. And at the end of the song, Snoop Dogg jokes about flipping through different music videos and seeing the same exact women in every single one. So they've been talking about this for decades. The only difference now is that the internet made it impossible to miss. Social media amplifies everything. Who's dating who popped out with who.
This is my 5th time seeing her in this video. Jesus, with the 5th nigga, 5 different niggas. Jesus, she going crazy. Hey, what happened to Amber Rose though? Didn't she like somebody name chatted like right here or something like that? I think that's like the last I heard of her, honestly.
Who? And that pattern becomes a form of promotion in itself, because when two recognizable names link up, it's not just a relationship, it's a headline, it's a storyline, it's free marketing on both sides. The circle didn't get smaller, the visibility just got louder, and that's thanks to social media. At the end of the day, it all comes down to proximity. When the same 5 people are in the same rooms, live in the same lifestyle.
How young Meek is. Y'all don't know nothing about no Meek and Nicki. You know what I'm saying? Is that your world tour or your girls tour? What, nigga? Y'all don't know nothing about that.
Day. Of course, they're going to end up dating the same people. Of course, we see the same faces linking up. So the real question is this. Does hip-hop actually have a dating problem? Or is it just a lifestyle that comes with it? The environment. The reality of being stuck in a world where proximity decides everything. I guess that's where I would ask you. Why do you think rappers keep dating the same women?
Hey, man. Honestly, y'all heard what I said about the video. I gave y'all perspective on why it didn't make sense, but listening to the video, it kind of makes sense to me now. Like, I get it. It don't make sense to me still, but I get where they're coming from. But like I said, I'm more of a boots on ground type of nigga. I'd rather get in the field and go figure out myself. I don't need another nigga to recommend a woman that they've been with for my love life. That's the last thing I need. He had access to you like this. I don't want access to you like that then. That's just me personally, though. I'm a very territorial person. But let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Genuinely curious to see what y'all think about the whole situation. And I'm going to catch you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir.